Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If you watched my last episode with the Astera event, it's actually weird that we managed to get 3 out of the 5 decorations up because apparently they had actually removed all of the decorating posts because they were causing crashes. So I shouldn't have even been able to get the 3 up, and no, I did not get more than that. I haven't done the brawl as of this video, or as of recording this video yet either, or gotten the rest of the stuff for the event. But anyway, here we are back on the main quest, back in Lincoln, going to talk to Elfgar and see what he's like. Maybe we'll make
Eivor,
him the new
I'm
thing.
pleased you came. Welcome to my estate, old friend.
Thane Elfgar. It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
You're flush with land and crops, to be sure. You're a brave man to flaunt your riches from this lonely hill.
It's not bravery, it's trust. I trust the respect I've earned keeps Saxon and Dane alike from temptation.
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved ealdorman Hunbeort before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
If this belonged to the Ealdorman, shouldn't it go to Hunwald next?
I suppose so. But I thought you a more fitting recipient. You'd know how to use it. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us. Leave aside talk of politics and shire moats. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see.
And
To be
also,
plain,
if you're
Eivor,
wondering,
a
I
great
was
bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear?
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is all but ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
I'm sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Ealdorman.
There it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damn decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified.
Are we hunting, Elfgar? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely. The bear's lair should be nearby.
So here's the thing, right? Hunwald, this guy's clearly trying to play me, which isn't a surprise, but Hunwald wouldn't have said Danes are dense. He's fucking in love with one.
Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor. Perhaps you know each other as one Dane to another.
Don't be frightened, Grim, but I believe Elfgar has arranged for us to meet.
Oh, goodness, I've been discovered. But it's nothing untoward, I promise. I'm an honest man, and I believe that all people should live together in harmony. That's all.
Hail, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Elfgard claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought Elfgar there was
There's all manner of beasts in this forest.
decent
If
enough
we don't
before,
find the
but
bear,
now
we'll find something
it's giving
worth
me
our
the
supper.
little the
I have a
heebie-jeebies
divine
there. He's
rule over
becoming
the
a little
land on my
skeevy.
estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
Yeah, I don't know. He seemed like a decent enough guy, but now he's fairly skeevy. He's definitely up to something. Ow, would you mind fucking deer? I hate that they gave the deers that. Like, I understand, but like, if I'm not attacking it, I don't know why it would charge me. Like, I'm walking by it. I was definitely far enough away that it wouldn't have considered me a threat at that point, and it would have like seemed that it would have been better to run away than a charge. Yeah, that dead deer or something.
This is
dead
the
horse.
threshold of the beast's home. There's no doubting that.
Oh, and
That's not a bear.
nope, sure not.
Wolves.
Wolves. Ravenous throats.
Wolves everywhere, and not a bear in sight.
Did Grim leave? The fuck?
Algar. Eivor. There's something you'll want.
Is that? That's smoke! My God! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please! By God, help me with this!
I'm in this fight with you. A clutch of puny Mercians don't frighten me.
Well, this is interesting. Would he burn down his own estate? Because I don't know how much
My
sway
people
he
are
thinks
fleeing.
I hold.
They must get to
Best
safety!
not to draw attention here.
The cross!
Your people are fleeing, except for that guy. I'm assuming they're drunk.
God won't let us lose.
Your life for that!
That was dodging the unblockable attack on the way. Don't get to use it very often. Glad I got you though. Oh, well, you're supposed to be running away, you jackass. I love that attack. I love that one. That's just such a good finisher. Okay, Eivor, get down.
Your luck.
Oosh. Are you? The other one dead? I mean, I still hear fighting. Oh. Dude seems to be having some trouble. Oh, he got it this time.
Mercian dogs.
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed.
Okay. I mean, I doubt that he would attack his own land. I mean, he is definitely up to something, but...
What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Alfgar. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toil. is returned.
The Shire moot will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
Away, beast! Away! You won't trouble me any longer!
Elgar! Careful! The Shire moot will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
What? Oh, come here.
There, you see? Didn't I promise you a rousing hunt? Brilliant! Simply brilliant!
Okay. So there was a bear. I expected him to do something to this guy here or with that guy, like try and kill me in order to stop me from siding with Hunwald or something. I mean, I have no reason so far to side with the priest. I mean, I don't have a reason not to, but I mean, Elfgar seems to be pretty level-headed and clearly knows what he's doing, but I mean, the fact that he likes to play games like that, maybe that's a benefit. He'll be able to like navigate the political thing. Whereas Hunwald, while a very good person, I feel does not have the skills required. So like, unless something else happens, my money's still got to be on Elfgar. I got to be honest. I mean, like, Hunwald's a good guy, but just because your father was Elderman doesn't mean that you have the abilities required to be one. I mean, and he sounded like he would be very happy if he just, decided not to be Elderman and stayed with his Dane there. I was going to say wife, but I don't think they're married. Girlfriend, I guess. I don't know. Lover. But it always feels weird saying that. Because it feels like way more personal than it really is in this day and age. Because I don't think they really had boyfriend, girlfriend. It was just, this is my lover, I feel like there was much more of like a requirement to get that title, right? Like, would you call somebody your lover if you hadn't actually slept with them yet? Or like, what do you companion maybe? If you were just dating? I mean, I don't know how much dating went around these days.
The Shire moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire moot for myself. I'll follow.
All right.
When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but Hunwald, you mean?
I love Hunwald as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both. I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
Not the devil, Jesus Christ, lady. Alright, well, let's see.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright that you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you. I just feel like he doesn't have the other requirements to
King
lead it.
Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man.
Okay. So that was useless. Alright, well, what do you have to say, big man?
Good evening, Alfgard.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord.
See, I'm also leaning towards him being a member of the Order is the thing, right?
Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Elfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
This letter confirms the death of Ealdorman Hunbart, who passed with dignity and grace to do so, now rests in the hands of our Heavenly Father. The Council requests your presence at the court from the Shire Moot as we elect new Ealdorman of Lincoln. Bishop Herefrith, Thane Elfgar, and Hunwald, son of Hunbart, I've fucked that up, have been selected as candidates. Punctuality must be observed. Those who arrive late will not be allowed to cast their vote.
Right. The smearing of dung.
So if I really only have one person to talk to...
The house of Bishop.
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
Okay, got him. I also don't trust, but that's mainly because he's a priest. I'm going to assume one of these three is of the Order of Ancients, and I'm going to assume it's not Hunwald.
I will bring joy to this Shire.
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear.
So that's all I get, eh? So I mean, we have the priest who, yeah, I mean, let's face it, we don't really know a whole lot about him. We have Elfgar, who seems like he would, so far he seems like he would be the best choice. I mean, he did well with his land, he gets along well with the Danes and Saxons, by his own words. I mean, we know he gets along with a Saxon. But like Eivor said, I mean, he, I guess, shows off his wealth. I mean, it didn't look that impressive to me, but whatever. I guess it is more impressive than some of the shacks we've seen other people living in, without being attacked. But then he immediately got attacked, so I mean, yeah. But I mean, and well, so Hunwald got attacked, right? I'm assuming that one of these guys is the Order of Ancients, right? That's what I'm going with. Hunwald got attacked, and it's clear that he's way too dumb to be the Order of Ancients. He could just be like playing slow, but I feel like he's playing way too slow, if he is. Elfgar got attacked as well. The only one that hasn't got attacked is the priest. Now, it could be because the priest stayed in the city, and they couldn't get to him, but I mean, the Order has attacked people within cities before. I mean, they've taken over entire... I mean, look at London. Look at London. I mean, fucking laid siege to that city, blew up half of it, so clearly that's not an issue with them. And they didn't give us any quests for the priest. So... Okay. I'll interact. I thought I would actually have to like get 3 different interacts there, but
3 men, 3 possible futures. Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All three have strengths and weaknesses. Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good ealdorman, but a faithful ally? Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need. The bishop can be stuffy and wallows in Christian piety. But he is wisest of the three, and has already proven himself.
Has he, though? How has he proven himself? We've done nothing. I'm going with Elfgar.
Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent.
He seems to be the best, like I said. And like, clearly he likes to try and manipulate people. He's not very good at it, mind you. But I mean, I imagine that it's because he had a short time. But I'm going to go with him. He seems like the best choice.
I choose Alfgar. He is sturdy and competent, and his wealth will be a boon.
It is decided. By the grace of God, the new ealdorman is Lord Alfgar of Lincoln.
God has spoken, and his voice is a clarion call. As your ealdorman, I will work to better this shire, to foster peace between its people, and to serve our king. I bless you all.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new ealdorman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast! For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Well, I mean, called it. I did say one of them was it, and he did seem like the most likely. Did seem like the most likely candidate to be one.
Another battle!
Oh, look at that! Somebody actually using an axe. Yeah. So I wonder what happens if you make him ealdorman. I imagine that. I mean, if you make him ealdorman, he may. I don't think he would still do this, though, because there'd be no point, right? But I imagine that there's something that happens.
Men of Lincolnshire, stand firm! Defend your ealdorman! Kill these traitors!
Oh, someone's down. Bet you I know who it is. Yep, what a surprise.
Is this how that god welcomes a new ealdorman?
Oh my. I think that's the first time I've actually seen that.
Oh, snap your spine! Take him!
Yeah, House Carl? Bye to you.
Bastard bishop. What's his endgame?
Well, if he kills everyone in here, he can say whatever he wants, right? Oh my.
Your troubles begin early, Alfgar.
We'll find and kill that man.
To think such carnage could happen in Lincoln.
The grief tusser can't have gone far. Raise a feared and march against what men he has left.
Agreed. Hunwald, will you fight with me?
I will. For the sake of Lincolnshire, I bloody will.
Good for him. Hopefully he doesn't die. Well, I feel like I made the right choice then, because, I mean, like I said, I like Hunwald, but he doesn't seem like he would make a good leader, so it was really in between the bishop and Elfgar, and we didn't spend any time with the bishop. He was the only one that we didn't know got attacked. I mean, I feel like they really set it up for you not to pick the bishop, specifically so that that would happen. Like, you don't have a quest with him where he tries to, like, win you over or anything.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs and tend to the remaining wounded until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God or the gods protect you.
Wow, look at her actually, like, respecting the Norse
Welcome
beliefs.
is little to choose from. So many innocents cut down.
Herefrith, the bog rat, the shit-eater. The devil
Alright,
has him
well,
as plain to see.
let's go see. Obviously, we're going to have to deal with Dickhead. Okay, Eivor, get down. I wanted you to climb up the post, not fucking step up there and walk around it. Oh, also, is that... was I on the stairs when I saw it said 100? I could have swore that it said it was 100 meters away. Sorry, man.
What's all that about?
That was about me jumping off a roof and rolling for, I mean, to break my fall. I'd call my horse in, but I honestly think that when you're in a town like this, you may be faster running. Because your horse slows down quite a bit, to like a little trot. So, I mean, even if it is faster, I don't think it's by much. But let's see if we're going to get another siege in Lincoln. I mean, we got, it looks like it. I mean, we got soldiers, we got what looks like a battering ram ready, although that might just be, no, that's just an explosives cart.
That's not normal.
What's not normal? Whistling and having a horse magically appear? I mean, and here Eivor's giving away all of his secrets. Yeah, see, you're not that much faster on the horse when you're in a town. Once you're out of the town.
Carnage I've never seen. That twisted bishop must pay the devil his due.
Speak to the new ealdorman and they have them sign next
What
to
news?
each other.
We've learned that Herefrith occupies a fort at Anacastra, south of here. An eager feared awaits my voice to lead him into battle. Will you ride with us?
I've gone some days without a proper siege. Lead on.
To the camp then, and onward to Anacastra. Follow, if you will.
I will.
Herefrith was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herefrith is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ
the
was an
last.
interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herevryth were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her work carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be God's Gladdener.
Oh yeah, so you may have noticed my axe has changed as well. I did look after the last part, and yeah, if you go to the smithy,
The sooner the better.
not only will he change the appearance, he'll also downgrade your weapons, which I don't know why you would do that if you can change the appearance. I mean, if you can change your appearance, I don't know what the point of downgrading your weapons.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Feards are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this battle with the small number you see assembled here?
If they fight as strongly as they smell, we'll claim victory.
Then we'll have no cause for worry. We should attack soon, before the bishop can muster more troops. What do you think, Eivor?
We attack now. Ready the Feared.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
As usual, yep. Oh, I see that some textures haven't quite popped in. Oh yeah, and I did look at the flower crown and the flowery beard. I did buy both of those from the event, and I was gonna put them on for this part, but the flowery hair thing seems clearly made for a female Eivor, and the flowery beard thing, just seemed a little silly, a little too silly for what we're going to be doing. Like if we had
The best way to breach is with a battering ram.
Yeah.
I should help it along.
if we were doing more to like if we were doing more in that event, I may have done it, but there really was I don't know, I just felt like it'd be rather silly for us to do. Isn't there a run? Do we not get a sprint with this battering ram? That sucks.
Take cover!
Although that might be a good thing. Maybe this one will break through a little bit easier or something. I don't know. Ow. Bet you that hurt that guy.
Watch out!
Yeah, I don't care anymore. I'm just going. It doesn't seem to actually hurt me. Oof. Got that guy, though. Hey, Hunwald. You should be safe here.
Arrows incoming! Grace! Incoming arrows! Oil, look out!
You know what? Gonna go and deal with this. Gonna trust them to break through, and I'm gonna do something different this time, because in every siege, I always go with them. Oof, did not mean for that to happen, but whatever.
That burns!
How the hell did you get up here? Fine with it.
Won't survive! The gate is get behind if you can! Leave the ram! We don't need it!
Ow, what the heck? Oh, he's oiled, I see. Yeah? And how good of an idea was that to fucking charge me?
Fight, men! Fight until your livers hang from your mouths!
Until your livers hang from your mouths. Feel like that would be a way to drink. Oh. Not fight.
Need to find a way past that palisade. An explosion can do it. Or
Sure
I can
could.
try hitting it with a springald.
Oh, I know what a spring will do. In fact, there's one right here. Facing the correct direction and everything. Look at that. What a surprise.
Thank you.
Go. any more that I can see from here. See any up there? See any there? There's one there though. Oh, broke that one. Yeah, whatever. Don't hit. Boosh! Boosh! Come on. Get through. There it is. Sabotage that, just in case anyone gets any cheeky ideas of shooting us in our backs. What's next? Shoot links to lower the drawbridge.
Lower the drawbridge! You're dead.
Okay. That guy's ignoring me.
Watch it out!
I got him! My thanks, Algar!
Oh, look at them working together. That's good. Don't know what's with all of these people being hung, though.
God's justice awaits, coward!
Is it? Also, did somebody just throw a fucking rock at me?
Challenge.
Sure did.
I'll stick you like a pig.
Oh, that should take care of him. Whether or not it kills him, I don't know, but it should take care of him either way. And down we go.
Gods, Herefrith has gone mad.
Yeah, he sure has. I'm going to assume that if you choose Herefrith, something happens, and you end up doing the siege anyway, because I think it would be weird if they have this all set up and you don't do it.
No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
Valde in regno de Egypti faraoni.
Oh, whoops.
Obsessus cum profeta Mosi
I meant to ping, and I accidentally just clicked it, so he targeted that guy up the stairs. It really fucked up my... Okay, so we can't get in there. I'm trying to remember, because I was here once before. Oh, inside now.
Lord, please. Our battle is lost.
Continue the work of God, my boy. Kill this pagan.
Sleep on that bed.
Haha, prick. Good night. This is what you get for being an asshole. Wow, that was it? We don't get... Okay, I was going to say, we don't get a chat with them or anything? That would have been fucking weird. I mean, get a chat with the zealots. Like, come on, this guy's part of the
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I did baste myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancients did. That's the folly of mankind, Herefrith. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs in a sty of shit. You should have learned to enjoy it.
Oh, that's another order member down. Wow. Yeah, dude really was just fucking murdering everyone. And a caster assault complete. Alright, Elfgar, where are you? 72 meters that away. Probably outside though, not inside, so should probably use the door. I really hope that door wasn't just unlocked. I mean, not that it matters, I still got in there and killed the guy, but... Alright, so let's see how this plays out with him and Hunwald.
Eivor, you fought as one possessed by a demon today.
Herefrith may yet have allies in Mercia, members of his secret order, but the immediate danger is past.
You have my deepest thanks, Eivor. To you I owe all my future happiness and prosperity.
Mm.
You're a good fit for Ealdorman, Elfgard. Just make sure you put the Shire's needs above your own.
Of course. I'd not be the man I am today without this land, these people.
It's a shame Hunwald was not fit to don his father's boots. But he can bring joy to the people here. Treat him well.
Yes, about that. I believe he has a somewhat different idea of his future. You should talk to him.
About?
Until next we meet, Eivor. The strength of Lincolnshire is yours, should you need it.
Is he going to be a raider now? Because, I mean, from the sounds of it, he was going to go live with his girl there.
We are bonded now. Your people and mine.
I have found better friends in Danes, to be honest. Swanborough is my love, and you are a better friend to me than any here.
I feel like this priest isn't supposed to be here.
Would it be an imposition to ask... Well, could we live with your clan? Swanborough and I. It would mean so much to her. And to me.
Of course you may. We'd be happy to host you, ferocious Swan. And your charming Dane. Come when it suits you.
Oh, yes! I'll pull my weight, I promise. And fight when needs be, and I won't drink more than I'm allotted.
You fight with us, Hunwald, and you can drink as much as you like.
Thank you, Eivor. This means... It means the world to me.
The downside of in-game cutscenes, man.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Alright. So yeah, I'm going to assume that if you choose the other guy, that you still end up doing that siege somehow. I don't know exactly how it would play out, but I would have to imagine that the siege still takes place. Alright. So yeah, we'll go talk to Randvi and end the part, and then on Saturday we'll do about half of the mysteries, because there's quite a few of them, so we'll do about half of them, and then we'll finish off the mysteries next week and start whatever the next region is. I honestly can't remember. Was it Kent? No. Sussex? Or no. I don't know. Either way, I know that we have one more region before we go to rescue Jackass there, so. So yeah, that's what we'll end up doing next week. Now, hopefully it actually makes a difference that I can notice in this, and it's not just like, you know, pointless to do these other ones first. I am keeping an eye out though to see if any of my decorations are there, so I can maybe pop the last two to get that quest done, but I'm not too worried about it.
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
Alfgar is now Ealdorman of Lincolnshire. I believe he will be a good friend to our clan.
Good. I hope he is a man we can trust.
Oh, they just straight up gave us raw materials for completing that region. Awesome. Well, if that's the case, we might even have enough to upgrade something then. Yeah, I can track the quest. It's not going to make a difference.
Go, Zunin.
Okay, what do we got? We got the cattle farm that we can upgrade for 90. The grain farm, oh, that one's only 85. And grain is good. The chicken farm, also 85. What is that? The festival shop. Oh, that's not something I can upgrade. Yeah, it looks like that's it. We can just upgrade the farms now. I mean, I feel like we're a bunch of Vikings. We want more meat than we want grain. I mean, grain is important, but... And I want to see if we actually get some chickens this time. Since, you know, it took two levels of the cow farm to actually get cows. Let's see if we can get some chickens. Oh, also, apparently we were at 0 raw materials because we had exactly 100 there. See how this looks like it would be a grain farm? I mean, look, it's got a fucking field of wheat next to it. Why are you lying to me? You're telling me this is a chicken farm. I feel like it would also make more sense to have the chicken farm next to the cattle farm, but... I mean, this has clearly got to be the wheat farm, right? Like the grain farm, like they obviously fucked up naming them or something. Like, I mean, it's got a fucking silo. It's got wheat. I mean, it's got to be right. And there's no chickens, and that's the other thing. There is no chickens. So I feel, and like, look, there's even wheat on that side. This has got to be the grain farm. Did they really mess that up? And screw up the names and nobody noticed? Like, I'm gonna have to look that up before I start recording the next part, because yeah, I really feel like that's what happened. I mean, I'm going over here to where the grain farm is. I think Maida's house, because it's got the stuff outside. Yeah, this is the grain farm. I mean, I guess this could be grain. Does look like it. But I mean, I guess maybe if I upgrade it, or when I upgrade it, it'll be more believable. But currently, it's not believable that this is a grain farm and the other place isn't. But anyway, that will be it for this part. Like I said, next part we will go in and or go back to Lincoln and do about half the mysteries like usual. And then, what the hell is that? Okay, well, I don't know what that marker was, but whatever. But yeah, next time we'll go and do about half the mysteries in Lincoln and see what's what. We got a beast to hunt. I think it's another wolf thing, so should be interesting. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Saturday for more.